Okay, I'm hitting record, so and anybody who doesn't get to hear this live. So I love Coach Camp. It was fun. I'm gonna mute. Okay. It was so much fun. I love it. And it's just like this feeling right now when you guys jump on the call, it's like it feels so awesome, like to see your faces, and it's like you guys are my people. So it's so much fun just to like chat with you and see you guys again when I just saw you. But so first off, announcement. I'm already making the call that next Monday night I'm not running a team call. I'm running an Emerald call at 7:00. If anybody else wants to run a call, that's fine. I want to try to run another Emerald call because I just do. I'm going to see, because a few people couldn't get on. I know we have a lot of coaches pushing for Emerald. Emerald is super important. You got to get there. I know a couple of you were on the Emerald call. You don't really necessarily need to be on it again, but you can. And then I'm going to be working more one-on-one with some of my coaches. So Jamie might want to run a call Monday, and that's totally fine. Any of you guys, if you feel like there's something you need, then you just need to say what you need. But this week I didn't want to commit to it. And so, and like I said, I know a few girls missed it last time. And so I wanted to just run another one. And I know we have a lot of new coaches that are jumping in right now and have just jumped on board. So I want to offer another one of those. I don't know how often I'll do it, or Jamie will do it, but one of us or you guys will take the baton and you guys will do this because it's super easy. It's a presentation that we didn't come up with. Jamie got it from Christina, and it's amazing. It's simple. Any of you guys can do it. And I just kind of was a little rusty last week when I did it, mostly because of my internet. But then I just wanted to get through the presentation and do it one time so that I could feel comfortable doing it. But it's important that you guys are pouring into your leaders. Like, we have an amazing group, amazing team, and all these up and coming leaders. And so the best thing you can do is work with your coaches one-on-one and get them to where they need to be, whether that's a little bit of accountability, like competition, like not in a competitive way, but just in like let's do this accountability, let's send 5 invites, or let's do a raw post, or let's whatever it is that's going to move your business forward. So I want you guys to be thinking it's a new week, it's new goals. I want you to be obviously utilizing what you learned. I'm just trying to think. I took in so much from Coach Camp, and I've talked to some of you guys about like what I took in, but really it was awesome just to see you guys. It was awesome to see a lot of you hadn't been to a live event, and it's huge. It's amazing because and it's kind of like I think I've used this analogy before, but it's like if you go to an at-home party, and this is why they recommend Shakeology, share and shake party or whatever, because people I can send a message sometimes, or I could send an invite, and people don't know what you're doing. So that's why, and I could talk about this business and this opportunity, but people don't get it. So that's why you get in front of people. So, again, we get so caught up in social media and all this messaging and how many invites did you send, but we're not looking at the person that's right in front of us that we could literally meet up for coffee. And I'm already thinking about these customers in my head that I know need this. I know they need this opportunity. I know they need this business. They don't know that, and they don't get it because they can't get it because they don't I haven't presented it in a live way or in a way that is going to make them feel like, wow, because it's one-on-one. It's the one-on-one stuff that pours into people and that creates that relationship. And so don't always think about like the messages on social media. Like, yeah, you have to message on social media. It's huge. But who are the customers that you've had, or who are your friends that are around you that need this? Like Christina said at Coach Camp, ask them, like, can I just share this with you? It's no obligation. I just want to put this in front of you because it's done this for me, or it's done that, or whatever. And I think that you would benefit from this. And I think it would change your life. So that's like something else to think about, because there's people rolling around in my head right now that I think would be awesome. But will they do it? I don't know. But that's just part of the business. Okay, so I want to just start in, and I'm just going to say, and what I was going to say was the fact, what I loved about it was that I could see you guys and how much you liked it and what you were gaining from it and the fire that it was giving you guys, because it takes, you got to see it to believe it, right? Like I could say all these things about my experiences, and you guys know me, and I'm not full of BS, but it's just nice to hear from other people and to see like the big picture of what it is, and how many people are a part of something that's bigger, and how many people are trying to bring home their husband from working a shitty job or shitty hours or whatever, or bring themselves home, full time, so that they can have more time or just have residual income, which is what we all want. So it was awesome to see that fire from you guys. And that's why live events, you can go to, like, you got to keep going to them. It's not like you go to one and then you're like, okay, now I know what to do. No, you have to keep your fire lit, because fires just don't stay lit, because things happen, life changes, and things get in our way, and it makes it hard sometimes to continue. So that's why you've got to keep investing in you and keep those live events like coming, and you just make it non-negotiable that you're pretty much going to them, unless, I get it, there's times where you can't, but that's why I want to continue to have them like local events for local coaches too. Okay, so Carrie Folk. Yep, you girl. Okay, I just want you guys to, like, just a couple minutes, whatever. I don't care if you talk for 2 or 5 minutes or whatever. Just, I want to know, like, what your aha moment was, what changed kind of in your mind, what you're already processing, maybe a goal that you have, whatever you guys want to share. Okay.
I took a lot of notes. So I kind of just tried to take it down to like my big takeaway. It was during Christina's presentation, which I thought Christina's and Lindsay's were both really great. But one thing Christina talked about was really focusing on the person that you're talking to. What are their goals? And you need to help them build the business of their dreams. So we're talking about other coaches. Like, if you sign up a coach, what is their dream business? Not what yours is, what theirs is. And you need to help them achieve that, and really doing it just one person at a time, not spreading yourself too thin, trying to help all these new people, just sign a new coach. Focus on getting them those small wins and work them through the process until they're comfortable, and then move on to the next person. That's something that I struggle with. I'm often in a hurry to just, hit Success Club or get the coaches underneath me that I need to move up to Diamond. And this has not really been working out. So I need to focus on the team that I want to build and people that are more like me, and kind of be more selective of the people I'm kind of talking to and going after, or adding to my social network, and really build a team that I would want to hang out with, like you guys, that like Tabitha has done. So just slowing down and focusing on the person and not really the Success Club number, and building. One thing she said that stood out was build a team of leaders and not followers. So you can sign up a whole bunch of people and have a whole bunch of coaches underneath you, but if they're not wanting to do the business, you're still not going to get anywhere. So trying to focus on people that might be more like myself is a goal that I would have. And then something Lindsay was talking about, just focusing on, like if you're thinking about challengers, focusing on their needs instead of just going straight to the challenge pack, focusing and doing it more like as a consultation and layering on the steps and really taking your time with that person, so that they gain your trust. That's it. That's some of my big things.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Katie, you're next.
So I would agree a lot of what Carrie said was kind of things I was going to say as well. I think for me, it's a big mind shift thing. And Christina I really honestly I didn't know how I would respond to Christina just because just the little bit I had seen her preparing for coach camp. But I really liked her in person. I really, um, just, I really appreciated what she had to say. But one thing she says, stop waiting for your moment and take your moment instead of just waiting for things to happen. You just need to go out and do it and stop overthinking it, which I do a lot of time. So that's one thing I thought of that really stuck out with me on that. And then I also really enjoyed Lindsay Gray. Active listening, really listening to what the customer needs and what they want. Just helping them and giving them all the options. So that was what stuck out to me.
Awesome. Thank you. Jess, do you want to go?
Sure. Yes. Okay. So, like, just so many things, but what I really what really kind of hit me was this girl's name that I made a different name. Dang it. Brooke Orchard is forever in my head as Olivia. Don't even ask me why, because I'm a crazy person. But Olivia talked a lot about, and Christina even touched on this. So for me, I've been like super blessed with like this amazing team of coaches who believe in the product and believe in what it can do for them and how it can change their life. But for me, like the big aha moment was really taking my time and working with those people, because I just have. Okay, can you go for a second? Okay, go get it. Okay. I don't even know what he's getting. I might have just really regret that in a second here. But anyway, my big takeaway was like just really going to each of my coaches that want to do this and that want to build this business, and really like working one-on-one with them and pushing them to hit their goals, and letting, like Carrie said, see those small successes, because they're like amazing. Like I love their personalities, of course, or I wouldn't have like wanted them on my team, and they're like giving people, and I feel like we all are. But like Christina said, like I've already opened my club. Like she like kind of like used it like, okay, it's like a fitness club. Like you've already opened your club. It's up and running and it's doing great. So like go open a new club. So I go over to like Jennifer and Tamara and I help them open their clubs, and like that's what I'm going to do. Like that's what I'm going to focus on, and just really help them do that. And that was like a big takeaway. I really loved what Brooke had to say about how she does her onboarding and how she really helps them focus on hitting those first goals to really get their business solidified and started. So that's what I'm going to just really start doing more of and focusing on, because like I said, okay, because I've been like super blessed with some amazing people on my team. And then I just wanted to touch on what Tabitha said with the live events. So live events are amazing. I know that I'm calling Jennifer out because I know she doesn't care. So Jennifer Schaefer was like on the fence about coaching, and I took her to a Super Saturday with me, and she's just like, I'm in. I'm so in. So it's huge what those events can do to just show people, how it really is. And what Tamara has done, and I know she's on the call too, so I'm going to call her out. What Tamara has done is like invited people to her home and then invited me in to talk about Shakeology. And I've done that with Jennifer and Tamara. And I just think it's huge to get in front of people and just share your heart with them, and share with them why this product is different than anything else, and why home workouts are so amazing, and why our groups are seriously the best. Sorry, Ellie's eating chips if you can hear her. So I've done that for shake and share parties. I've also done that for live sneak peeks. And Tabitha was there that night as well. And that was like a huge game changer, because Tamara Tamara and Rhonda were both there. Jennifer, I can't remember if you came, but you've been to a training at my house too, Jennifer. But I just feel like those, like sitting down with your team and sitting down with the people that you want to get in front of is huge. So we're here to help you do that and to be your third party tool. So if you're sitting there and you're a coach and you're like, yeah, I really want to do that, but I really don't want to present the whole day. Well, guess what? You don't have to. That's what we're here for. And we can be your third party tool, third party tool. And we can like be the person that comes in and helps with the training and, kind of helps you take some of that off your shoulders. So Jennifer and I kind of already talked at Coach Camp and we're like, yes, we want to do more of this. And just really focusing on, it's water in there. Oh boy, we'll have to go in the bathtub. Anyway, he totally stole my train of thought. So those were my two big takeaways and like what I'd really like to focus on doing. But I just really love the positivity that they shared at Coach Camp and just really loving people where they're at. I think that's huge. That shows you that this company cares about the people more than they care about the bottom line. And I think that's huge. So anyway, sorry I talked way longer than I should have.
No, that was awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Carlita, my co-pilot.
Okay, so camp was amazing, just like it was last year, my first time I went. And lots of good, like, training type information that I know we all took away different pieces. You know, I loved how Lindsay just gave us ideas for language, like how to say certain things. Calling a challenge pack a wellness pack, and because it can be intimidating. So I liked learning all that kind of stuff. But if it's okay, what I really want to point out is actually from her VIP call. And I don't know if anyone took the time to watch it. And I know some of you on here wouldn't have even received the call because you weren't part of that. So I just wanted to kind of share with that. And I'm just going to tell you up front, if I start crying, just ignore me because it's been an emotional day. It's been a rough day. So I actually went back and listened to her call tonight. That was not really my intention to talk about it tonight, but I started listening, and apparently it's what I needed to hear because she talked about mindset. And she said, she posed the question that, have you ever told yourself, because the way life is going, I'm not really sure this business is for me? And it doesn't matter what that is referring to, how your life is, but you've questioned whether this business is for you because of how your life is currently going. Well, today is the start of my unfortunate down spiral in my body and struggling for probably the next few days, couple weeks. And it just put me in a tailspin when I woke up this morning. And so I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, okay, no matter what is going on in life, here's the way to kind of look at it. You have a choice. You can either look at it as, I either move forward in this business or I choose to quit, is how most of us look at it. But she said, think of it this way. You either evolve with your business or you choose to quit. And so evolving is not allowing yourself to lose sight of what's making you happy in the business and asking yourself, how can this opportunity serve me and bring me joy at this time in my life? And that's going to change depending on what's going on in your life. She said, be that person that shows up even when your life turns upside down. And if any of you know anything about Lindsay, she's had an upside down life for a long time, since Oliver has been born. But she said, be the person that shows up even when life is upside down. And so I think she had some tips and stuff, but one thing she said, what is going to keep you moving forward is to do not expect nothing from yourself. So again, even when life is upside down, you choose to move forward by showing up for something, no matter what that is. And she was talking about, our daily checklist of, I got to send 10 invites today. I've got to make this many coach invites, this many challenge group invites, and all the daily vitals and everything, that checklist. And she's like, when my life is upside down, that checklist has to go out the window, because that is not what brings me joy in the current situation of my life. And so she has to do, she still expects something from herself, but it may be a little bit smaller, because she has to have a realistic expectation of herself. And so she just kind of ended it with, and I'm just going to kind of personalize this, but my story, my struggle, and my experiences, those are what's going to build this for me. And in those hard times, that's when we have to lean in and share more, lean in harder and share more. And then she was so proud of herself at the end. She had a little quote that she thinks she created. She's not sure if she heard it somewhere else, but she said, life will happen, so happen with it. And like I said, I got a lot from Coach Camp. I don't mean to take away from that, but I think that call was probably most what I got out of the entire big picture event. So.
I love it. Awesome. It's so true. And like, you are your own person. And that's why it's like it's so easy to compare yourself to people, to other coaches around you. It's so easy because you're looking at maybe just the business, but it's like people, that's when you just forget how many people you inspire by your story. And one thing that Ashley Molstad said when she was speaking at NLC that I don't know if I shared with you guys, she said, share about the little stuff. Like, people don't relate to a six-figure income, or people don't relate to whatever, like, something, working out every single day. And they relate to the stuff that's hard, to the stuff that you're going through, to the stuff that is unique to you, because those are your people. And so don't forget to share like the little stuff, that doesn't seem like a big deal. It doesn't seem like important, or it doesn't seem like whoop-de-doo-dah, nobody's going to care about this, but that's the stuff that they do care about, because that makes you relatable. Jamie, you want to chat?
Hi. So a couple of things, and obviously I feel like I hear Christina a lot in my ear, but some of the stuff that she talked about and the video that she shared at the very beginning, I think puts a lot of perspective on where she's come from and like where she has been. And me, having known her for the last 5 years, actually today is my 5-year coach anniversary, which is crazy. So, but from 5 years until today, she has completely changed from the person I signed up with. I mean, those of you who have been around for longer than the last couple of years would attest to that. And so one of the things she had us do is to write down the 10 characteristics of our dream coach, and what you would think, like, if you had a dream coach. Like, even if I'm thinking about who I wanted to join with, who would be my dream coach, but also like the 10 characteristics. And so this was in our VIP thing. We did that, but like, you write them down. It's like positive, passionate, energetic, fun, patient, resilient, motivated, consistent, goal-driven, independent, genuine, down-to-earth, hungry. And I wrote down several of those, but as I was writing them down, I'm like, okay, now me 5 years in, these are the kind of people I'm looking for. But when she said, okay, so put a star next to the ones that you feel like you were like at what you were as a coach, and then circle the ones that you feel like you are now, and what has been amazing to me, and what I think, like as Tabitha was saying, like, we share so much of, you buy this challenge pack, and this is the group that you're doing, and this is the workout you're doing, and I'm doing this. But what we miss is that most people, and she said this, most people are unhappy, frustrated, miserable, have no energy, low confidence, lost hope, and have given up. And what we offer, yes, we offer programs, but again, without too many emotions attached right now. We offer that hope. We offer that that chance to do something more. And if it was just about a workout program, I'm going to tell you right now, like I wouldn't be here because I can do that on my own. But what I found interesting is the things that 5 years ago, where I was in my life, to what I can circle that I feel very passionate about now. I'm not that same person. And I'm very thankful for that. But I think that just understanding that we offer programs and we offer those things, but the big thing is what I was looking for. Yeah, I was 30 pounds heavier, but I wasn't looking really for that. What I didn't realize I was looking for was something so much deeper than that. And being a part of this team and being a part of the team that we all get to be around, I was with the Diamonds and, getting to be around Jill and Lindsay and, just these people that have grown to be my family. And even you guys, being there with you guys, I mean, we are so together, and it's not about fitness programs. I mean, the reality is it's who you become in trying to hit goals. And so I just think being able to share and be vulnerable and realize that you find your people. And if you don't connect with them, then they're not your people. So that just always sticks out to me, and probably more so this time just because I feel like I'm finally beginning to find my people. And I'm realizing that in 5 years, what has changed in my life. And it's been amazing. So, done crying.
Gosh, you guys. Man, okay. I love this.
It was kind of an emotional weekend. Like, it really was, like, really a lot of, like, emotional moments, I felt like.
Yes. Jennifer, your turn. Okay, I'm not trying to give you guys a time crunch, but we have 9 minutes before this is going to kick me off because we don't have the hour anymore on this. So say what you want to say. We can always hop back on if we need to. So just unmute yourself if you.
Okay. I promise I won't cry. I already did some of that earlier today. So that's enough of that. My biggest thing I think I took away was Lindsay Gray's speech, if you will. She's amazing. I think I could listen to her talk all day, and the inviting, how she broke it down, using open-ended questions, things like that, and really getting a feel, for what your person needs or wants, what they're looking for. Because I'm a huge word vomiter, and it's like, you just get excited, like, because I love this stuff. So, oh, hey, here's all this, blah, 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 blah. And then I'd send a book, and I'm just like, oh my God, if somebody sent me that, I would have been like, no. So I need to slow down. And what was the other thing? Oh, Carlita and I were saying too, I mean, it's not the actual invite. I could sit and send like 25 of them, be fine. But as soon as you get that little ding, here's the message, it's like, oh crap, what do I do now? So that's just something I know I personally need to work on and work through. But I really liked her message. I really liked Christina's message as well. And so it was really fun. I had a really good time.
Yay. Robin. Just hit here. You want me to unmute? Oh, go for it.
I'm kind of with everybody else too. I mean, Lindsay Gray, Christina, for me was just the language and learning what to say, and being confident in, knowing that I have all of you that I can come to if I'm not sure what the answer might be, but, not to let my people know that, I've got all of you to do that too. So, and one of the things Lindsay said that I wrote down was look forward to the process, don't fear it. And I think that's, just coming in, it's just sometimes a little scary because, you worry about what people are going to think about you. And so you've just got to kind of overcome that and just be confident in everything that you do.
You're muted. Tabitha, are you saying something?
Yes, I'm saying, listen, Linda. And it's not,
I can't hear you.
gosh, I thought Carletta. Okay.
Okay.
Muted.
All right. So for me I always thought of like Christina Solons and Lindsay Gray being like famous. You know, you hear about how they make six figures and the Million Club, and then actually seeing them in person, I'm like, yeah, they're amazing people, but there's no difference from them to me. We can do this, you know. And then also, I think having Katie with me, you know, we're a part of this team, but like she's my coach. You know, now I feel kind of like a leader, and it just made this experience completely different having one of my coaches with me. But guys, we can do this. This coach camp has just like lit my fire, and I'm just ready to run. I'm ready, you know, and like Christina had said, you need to find your recruit until you find your two people. And I know Katie is one of my two people for sure. And I'm just ready to grow this business and kick some ass. We can do it.
Yes. Linda, love it. I know, and it is, it's so fun when you can share it with other people. And that's what I used to tell you guys, you know, find your person that will light your momentum like that wants it like you want it, and that like have the same interests, because it is hard to find those people sometimes, but they're out there and they're like hungry, like Christina or Lindsay, you know, they're hungry for a change. They're hungry for an opportunity that, and like Jamie said, we started this because we wanted to get fit, but we had no idea like the things it would do for us in our personal growth. Like fitness wasn't even the best thing, and that's the hardest thing to share with people, but eventually they're going to get it. Eventually they're going to see it. You know, it just takes us like just kicking ass and showing them like what we can do, and putting fear aside, because really who cares? Like fear, like it's sometimes it's hard, but like it's not, fear ain't gonna get us nowhere. So so I love it. I love everything you guys said, because we're doing it. All right, we have 3 minutes left if anybody wants to say anything, but we can go to, I'm like,
We're apparently all an emotional hot mess tonight.
gosh, that was
Live
me
events.
last Monday.
I feel like live events do that. Like I remember like when I first signed up in 2014, I did not miss a live event because it was what just kept me going, and it was timed perfectly so that I'd be like, okay, now I need something, you know, and that's why we've got to keep doing it between us. So we'll have some dinners, and this summer will be fun.
Let's do it.
I just love how we all like meshed so well, and we had never even met each other. Some of us had never even met each other, and it was just like we were like lifelong friends. It was so cool.
You guys are some great gals.
We really are.
Some great gals.
And I love, and honestly, that was the first time I had met Carlita's new coach, Kim. I know she's not on here, but she is so funny. She was cracking me up. Like, she's a little quiet, but she's just like rattling stuff off on the way home. I'm like, girl, you fit right in. I love her. Oh, shoot. Okay, and yeah, Summit. Most of us are going to Summit, I think. I know Carlita can't, but I think.
Ew.
I know, dang it. She's going to Hawaii, so
I'm going to be in Hawaii, Jamie.
Well, you know, whatever. I'm going to be in Indy. I'd rather be in Indy than Hawaii. You know
Right.
that.
I believe that.
You know that ain't true. But if you want, I can go to Hawaii and you can stay and go to Indy.
Not this time.
Okay. Just offering.
All right, guys, it's going to kick us off. So thank you. It was so fun. Love you guys.
Bye. Love you too.
Bye, guys. See ya.